Hey, so last week I challenged myself and you guys to try and not be on your phone for over an hour every single day. Keep it under an hour and just see how it went. See how you felt, see how I felt, and see if this is something that is sustainable. Because I don't know about you, but to me, 3 hours and 30 to 45 minutes every single day on average, that was way too much, and it personally scared me. I was really interested going into this challenge because I honestly did not feel like I was on my phone for 3.5 hours every single day. I don't know, it's just crazy that was the average, so I didn't know what it was going to feel like to not do something I didn't feel like I was doing. Does that make sense? I felt like my reality was going to just shift a lot, which it did. So please, in the comment section, let me know how this challenge went for you, and I'll tell you how it went for me right now. On Wednesday, I wanted, how do I say this? I didn't want to punish myself, but I wanted to give myself a dose of what 3.5 to 3 hours and 45 minutes, what that timeage really feels like, you know? Because that seems like a really long time, but I cannot, how was I spending that much time on my phone? So I went outside for 3 hours and 45 minutes, and I rode my bike 64 miles in that amount of time. Non-stop, just kept riding until it was the amount of time I spent on my phone every single day. And let me tell you, that was painful. When I got home, I turned the shower on, sat in the shower with it just raining on me for 15 minutes. Got out, fell asleep on the floor. After that, I edited messages, which took a long time, but posted it on the Blind Macau channel on Thursday. On Friday, that was when I really started to tackle the goals that I have been wanting to do for sometimes weeks, sometimes months, but this one in particular was a goal I've been meaning to accomplish for years now. 2 years, actually. So I live on like an acre and a third or something like that. In the very back of my property, I've never been able to get to. Because it is, well, there's a blackberry patch back there, which I'm in love with. I absolutely love it, but it's so thorny and just unruly. There's weeds everywhere that, you know, the birds come and get the blackberries and the deer and stuff, so I never get to steal it from them. And I'm scared it's gonna die one year, that the weeds are just gonna overtake it and it's not gonna produce anything. And then not only do I not get anything, the birds don't get anything. So I went out there on Friday and just hacked away for hours and hours, 3.5 hours at all these weeds, all this stuff that was back there. I had never been to the back of the property, and I actually stood at the back of my property that day. I was so proud. I still have a long way to go with the blackberry patch, but I really think like in the near future, maybe next year, I'll actually have it contained, because I took out a ton. I mean, like, it was a lot. Yeah, so all of this was just grown up. I mean, like, I want to say to my chest. It was really high. Yeah, I'm glad that I did it. On Saturday in the morning, I rode my bike with a group of friends for like 40 miles or something like that. And then I came home and tackled something, again, that I have been putting off for months and months. I'm a slob, I guess. But really, I think it's because, like, when I get out of the car, I immediately think, oh, what have I missed? What should I check? Did somebody text me? Did something? Actually, I have a couple text messages. My cars were wrecks. All right, what I'm about to show you, I did not take a before picture for a reason. It was bad. Let's go check it out. They were trashed, they were dirty, and it's embarrassing. I mean, I'm talking bags and bags and bags of stuff. This was no small undertaking. This was a 3.5 hour cleanup. And not only like cleaned the inside, vacuumed the cars, washed the cars, but the cars, they're amazing now. I sit in the car now, get in the car, and I just feel at peace. It sounds stupid. It does, but really, it's amazing what a clean environment does for you. It's really interesting. Sunday, I conquered something else that I have been putting off for a week now because I knew it was going to be really hard, and especially when it's like something that has to do with studying. That is, I mean, that's where the phone really destroys you. That's where it devastates you. I'm studying this book on C programming, and I'm at the very end of it. Well, not all the way, I guess. I have like 100 pages left, but it's getting to the more complicated stuff now. More than 100 pages. I'm on the section on linked lists, and to programmers out there, that's probably the easiest concept in the world. But to me, having no background in this, that is like, it's really complicated for me. So they have this one example that is like really long, and I'm supposed to write it out in like figure out how it actually works. I sat down and I actually did it, and I understand it now, and I'm glad that I did that and I can move on, because I was really dreading doing that. I would highly recommend this book if you're interested in programming and whatever. I really like it. Monday, this was my crowning achievement, okay? I have been putting this off for months and months, and it's one of those things where it just gets progressively worse, and I start to hate myself. I couldn't even walk in the garage, all right? I couldn't even fit a vehicle in there, barely. You barely get in it. You barely open the door. I ripped this thing apart. Do you understand me? I took all the trash, bags, more bags, tossed it out. There's not enough room in the trash can. I have more bags. I'm burning things, cardboard, anything I can find, scraps of wood I don't need anymore. Throwing it, burning it. That garage is cleaner than it has ever been since we bought this house. I love it. No, it's real, like, it really is. I am really happy with it. I think it took me 5.5 hours to do. Like, here was my fatal flaw. When I used to clean, I would listen to YouTube videos on my phone. Well, problem is, those end, you know? And I need to find something more to listen to. YouTube videos aren't 5.5 hours long. I pull out my phone, I'm looking for a YouTube video, but then I'm like, oh, somebody texted me. Oh, you know, I'm kind of thirsty. Maybe I should get some water. All right, let me go get some water. Oh, now I kind of have to go to the bathroom, don't I? Well, okay, so do I want to watch that YouTube video? Nothing gets done. This was intense concentration for 5.5 hours straight. And all I did was listen to talk radio the entire time. Probably the longest I've ever listened to talk radio in one sitting in my entire life. But it worked. And now I can use my monkey bars that I made with my friend. I'm just trying to impress you. On Tuesday, I woke up early in the morning and I rode my bike again with my friends for like 50 miles. I rode in that amount of time from Wednesday to Tuesday, 172 miles. Again, to an elite cyclist, that's not that much, but to me, that is a lot. And I felt really good. I mean, like, on Tuesday, I felt amazing on the bike. I couldn't believe it. Like, that's the best I felt on the bike in years. And I was gonna film this video on Tuesday, but I realized I actually kind of wanted more data than just a few days of doing this, so I was gonna wait to screenshot at the end of the night, but then I just completely forgot to screenshot. But trust me, I was under an hour. It was like, I think it was only like 45 minutes or something. I really didn't use it that much yesterday at all. So now we're here today. Time really does just slip through the cracks. The days have felt longer for me, definitely, and I've gotten way more done than I thought I could, honestly. I'm convinced that our brains were created to intensely focus on stuff for long durations of time and not just be distracted every 5 seconds. I think in the future, I'm not gonna count text messaging and phone calls because I'm not addicted to that stuff. Like, I need to text and call people, but I'm still gonna try and keep my like YouTube and Instagram, just social media and stuff, to, you know, like under 40 minutes a day. Or, I mean, 30 minutes. I don't know. I really didn't feel like I wanted to watch stuff that much when I was just like focused like that. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll see you guys next week. And yeah, I guess that is all I have to say. Goodbye.